Good day, folks. This is Greg Judy at Green Pastures Farm. Today we're in Northern Ireland, and our special guest today is Shay O'Neill.
How's it going?
And Shay, I want you to tell a little bit about your operation, what you're doing up here.
Yeah, so my wife and I, we farm a National Trust lease just outside Castle Rock. We run beef and sheep there, and we also have another farm where we do our pasture-raised chickens.
You're doing pasture-raised chickens?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So it's taken off. It's flying, pardon the pun. Yeah.
We're going to get to taste some of your chicken tonight at the restaurant at Bush Mills.
Tartine Bush Mills, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're adopting regenerative principles. I've been a big follower of Greg and Jan's for a long time, and we've been trying to implement those systems over here in our context.
Yeah. Well, you also are doing some butchery too.
Yeah, so
you're doing pigs for a while.
Yeah, we started with pigs. We started with 3 pigs, and then we had upwards of like 100 pigs running about everywhere, and it just got a little bit. The pigs are great, but the problem we have in Northern Ireland is it gets very wet very quickly, and the pigs make a real mess so quick. So our whole goal is to try and improve soil health. And pigs, when managed right, were good, but it takes no time for it to just be
turn into a mud pit.
Exactly, yeah. So we've kind of we still have pigs, just not as many.
Yeah.
We're focusing more now on the pasture-raised chickens that follow behind our flood of beef and sheep.
So are your beef cattle and your sheep grazed together as one?
Yeah, so we at the minute we run our cows. We just finished calving, and our ewes. We've weaned our lambs. We have our ewes and our cows together, and they'll be together really until they start to lamb again. We'll separate them off during lambing, and then keep them as their own unit for a while, and then when they wean them, put the ewes back with the cows. We find actually that it's pretty cool that the cows are good predator,
protection
for the newborn lambs as well.
So what kind of predators would you have here in Northern Ireland?
Primarily foxes.
Foxes?
Yeah, just a small fox, and you would occasionally have problems from like buzzards and things like that. We don't have any big predators, but
so a fox would take away a young
fox
lamb.
would take a lamb. What we find typically here is if a sheep has twins, while she's away having the second one, the fox could come and nab the first one.
The first one.
Yeah, or triplets. Or last year we had an awful lot of triplets, which isn't really ideal because there's a lot of looking after for the young. So we had not too bad. We had a small few instances, but nothing really too severe.
What breed of sheep do you run?
So following your advice, we have a breed called Easy Care, which
I've heard of those.
so they shed their wool. And it's so handy. Now a lot of sheep farmers don't like them because they don't look real nice, but we're going for the kilograms of lamb per acre model, and I think they're a great job, to be honest.
Well, the wool market has collapsed.
Yeah, so there's no, from anybody that I know keeps sheep and has wool, there's no the wool is a net cost.
It's a liability.
Exactly. Yeah. So. No, the wool falls off. The birds lift it to build nests, and it's a great system.
It's a win-win.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They said it takes 25% of what a sheep eats to grow the wool.
Yeah.
So if it's not growing wool, it's just got hair.
Yeah.
That's 25%.
And
you put into more meat.
Even has carbon back to the soil. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the beef cattle that you're running, you're running a beef master.
Yeah. So I was the first beef master breeder in the UK and Ireland. We like those because of we like the Bos Indicus Bos Taurus mix for extreme hardiness and feed efficiency, and we crossed some of those with a native small frame Angus to try and get that real smaller framed animal that'll thrive on grass.
You need one of my macho bulls.
I've seen them. I'd love one. Put them in a box and bring them over. Yeah.
You were just in the United States.
Yeah.
You were in Texas, where it's really cool.
Yeah. It was. I was melting. Yeah. I'm not used to that heat. It was 108 degrees. It peaked out at, and it was humid as well. It was.
You were sweating.
Yeah, but I love the heat. We don't get very much of it, so I really enjoy it. Yeah, I love it when we get it.
You were saying earlier that Ireland, this is the first year you can remember it's been this cool all summer long.
Yeah, so we've had a terrible growing season here in Ireland, and even most of the UK, I would say, was the same. Like my father, and even older generations than that would say this is the worst growing year that they can remember.
Just because it hadn't been hot.
It's been so cold all year, and there's been no. We've only had like less than 80%, I believe, or thereabouts, of our annual sunlight. So it's been very overcast all year and very cold. So there's been very little growth. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was just out here. I was seeing the green. We had these dairy cows.
Yeah.
Her brother-in-law had
Yeah.
their wheel. And, again, in 27 days, it hadn't grown very much. But what was out there was lush.
And to be fair, William's been focusing on soil health for so long, and his probably one of the best farms.
It's the best pasture I've seen since I've been in.
Yeah, he's been on this train for a long time, and it's obviously showing. This farm is probably one of the best grass growing farms in the country, I would say.
Well, we've been on some really nice farms. I mean, I'm not saying they were doing it.
It's a bad year.
It's just the way it is. But when I got out here, I'm like, it kind of looks like some of our grass back home.
Yeah.
We've had a good growing season, plenty of heat, plenty of moisture, so we've grown a lot of grass. And I looked at that first pasture wheels, it's like, that looks really good.
Yeah.
So I wanted to highlight you. You're doing butchery. You said you taught yourself how to butcher.
Yes, School of YouTube. Yeah, it was kind of it was one of those situations where it was kind of must do. But yeah, listen, we just get stuck in. And
do you do your chicken and your beef and everything?
Yeah. So we get it all processed at a government-approved facility, and then we take it all back to our facility, and we butcher it there.
You break it down.
Yeah, we break it down. Yeah, package it.
So you got freezers there and everything.
We have freezers there, yeah, and we have fridges, and we try and do a lot more. The market for frozen food in the UK is not as great as it would be in the US. So we try and focus most of our efforts on fresh. So we try and get.
So it's never frozen?
No, we do sell some frozen stuff, but most of the stuff we sell is fresh.
Really?
Yeah, it's a little bit harder to logistically work out, but we
It looks like the logistics that'd be pretty tough because if they don't buy it, you smell it.
Exactly.
You don't eat it,
so
you smell it.
Beef's tough. Chicken's easy because we do chickens once a week. We do beef, and pork's not too bad either, but beef. Obviously, it's a lot of beef on a cow, so we try and sell most of it fresh. But if it doesn't sell that quick, then we do freeze it and sell it, frozen as well.
Okay.
How many chickens do you do?
We're probably at the minute around 150, 200 chickens a week.
That's a lot of chickens.
It's
You do your own plucking too?
No, we outsource all that. We take it back. We break them down ourselves. If people want crowns or breasts or legs, we do that. As we don't.
So do you sell a boneless chicken breast and all that?
Yeah, boneless breast, legs, but it's mostly whole birds. Thankfully, that's a whole lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, mostly.
People still know how to cut up a bird.
Yeah. A lot of our customers are very good. They know exactly. They appreciate good food. They appreciate the cooking aspect of it, and yeah, a lot of the flavor I believe comes from the carcass and the bones, and then you have your soup bone for the next few days.
That's where the health is.
Exactly, yeah, the bone broths and stuff.
You boil that.
Yeah.
I know when I get sick, there's nothing better than a good chicken soup.
Yeah, my wife makes the most amazing chicken soup. Yeah, even when you're not sick, you need to pretend to be sick just to get some.
Shay, what's the name of your farm?
We're Seaview Farms.
What is it?
Seaview Farms.
Seaview. How do you spell that?
SEAVIEW Farms.
Seaview. So you got a view from your farm
yeah,
to see?
Yeah.
Seaview Farms. So folks, if you're interested in finding out more about what Shay and his wife are doing, how would they get in touch?
Yeah, we've got our website on Facebook, Instagram, the whole deal.
Yeah, what's the Facebook?
It's just Seaview Farms.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's just Seaview Farms.
Yeah. SeaviewFarms.co.uk is the website. Or
I'll put a description to that in this video so people can find you. You come up here around the Causeway or around Belfast.
We deliver all over the UK.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, just DPD.
Okay.
And he's a speaker.
Yeah,
you're a speaker.
We're speaking at Feels Good.
Feels good. September 7th. We're going to be there. He's going to be there. His brother-in-law Will's going to be there. There's going to be a lot of really good speakers.
Should be really good, yeah.
It's the first Regenerative Grazing Conference held in Northern Ireland.
Yeah, should be good. Looking forward to it.
Thank you so much, Shay. Appreciate it. I'm glad I met you,
Me
and
too.
I'll see you again on Saturday.
Awesome. Looking forward to it.
Folks, hit that subscribe button on the way out, and we'll see y'all next time.